Page 74. Drat Chum and his talk about life, thought Ralph crossly. He has spoiled all my fun. Chum had still another habit disturbing to Ralph. Whenever his owner approached him with a bag of sunflower seeds, Chum suddenly appeared to change from a grouch into an agreeable pet. He climbed to the top of his cage, accepted sunflower seeds one by one, and stuffed them into his cheek pouches. Feeding sunflower seeds to Chum became a daily event in the craft shop. The older campers and some of the counselors gathered around Lana to watch her feed Chum, and as she handed him the seeds, they would count. 14, 15. Ralph watched while Chum's cheek pouches began to bulge. 22, 23. Still Chum's face stretched. The old show-off, thought Ralph. 27, 28. Chum had grown so top-heavy that Ralph was sure he would never make it to 30. 30, 31, chanted the campers. Chum was having such difficulty hanging on that Ralph scarcely could bear to watch. 33. Those paws were slipping. 34. Chum could no longer support his weight. He fell to the bottom of his cage with a thump that made Ralph cringe. 34, shouted Lana, who enjoyed the attention her pet had received from older boys and girls. That's Chum's record. Maybe he'll hit 35 tomorrow, someone said, as the campers lost interest in the hamster and went off to their riding lessons or back to their craft work. Chum got to his feet rather groggily and went to the storehouse corner of his cage, where by placing his front paws behind his cheek pouches, he pushed the seeds out of his mouth until they lay in a heap at his feet. Ralph was disapproving of the whole performance. "That's quite an act," he remarked. "Doesn't it hurt when you fall to the bottom of the cage?" "Sure it hurts," said Chum, as he pushed out the last sunflower seed. "But it's worth it." "Just to show off?" asked Ralph. "No, stupid," said Chum, "for the sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds that I don't have to pick out from a lot of alfalfa pellets. I perform. She pays off in sunflower seeds. That's the way it goes." "But you get hurt," said Ralph. "I hate alfalfa pellets," answered Chum simply. Ralph's turn came later, after lunch, when the campers were in the dining hall singing a song that they obviously enjoyed, but that Ralph found frightening. Bill Grogan's goat was feeling fine, ate 3 shirts right off the line. Garf silently pushed open the screen door, and Ralph leapt from his wheel. Quickly Garf unlatched the door of the cage and extended a sunflower seed with his fingers. This time he was not singing, but Ralph still did not trust him. "Come on, fellow," coaxed Garf. Ralph retreated to the corner of his cage behind his exercise wheel. "Maybe next time," whispered Garf, and hurriedly cleaned the cage and refilled the water bottle while the campers sang on. The whistle blew, the train drew nigh, Bill Grogan's goat was going to die. He gave 3 groans of mortal pain, coughed up the shirts and flagged the train. When the song was finished, the housekeeping for Ralph was completed, and Garf had slipped quickly and silently out of the craft shop without letting the screen door slam or squeak. Ralph stood on his hind legs, holding the bars of his cage with his front paws, and wishing Garf were a different kind of boy. Almost at once the screen door opened again, and Aunt Jill, with her arm around Garf's shoulders, brought the boy back inside. "Sit down, Garf," she said, and sat on the bench beside one of the work tables, scowling. The boy obeyed. "What's the trouble, Garf?" asked Aunt Jill kindly. What does she mean? Ralph wondered. Garf stared at the floor. "You know you have been breaking one of the camp rules," said Aunt Jill. "Campers are not supposed to come into the craft shop without permission unless I am here or one of the counselors." So that is why he's always in a hurry, thought Ralph. He isn't supposed to be here. He not only likes bloodthirsty songs, he breaks rules.